and stage time.
Scisto, both of these dudes are like, I don't even know, like what, like barely in their 20s, right? Both looking like absolute drug lords, but in the costumes.
Scisto's like 19. 18.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Both of these young guns, man, just coming out looking like Nico, my cousin. But like you were saying, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win the neutral? Right now, it does seem like Juice is putting it on, and you know, Scisto looked a little nervous for this one, as you know, Juice. I mean, I think he's got all the things he needs, though. It's just utilizing them here. Is he able to even pull out a bomb with Juice pulling up to the crib?
Maybe a little bit of a bracket demon in Juice for Scisto. So,
and the way that Juice uses bike too is so creative. Something like no one's ever seen before in all of Smash, in my opinion.
You, a previous Wario main, would know. You've done your work and you've seen what can be done with the character. So.
Like, yeah, you have early Tweak, right? Who's definitely drawing a huge line in the sand of how the character is played and how you can get walk confirms. But the way that this kid extends combos off of the bike and uses the bike to extend hitboxes is just a beautiful thing, a work of art. And the way that Scisto is able to, you know, move around it is what's going to be the defining factor here as we're chomping on boomerangs going into this one.
And the young Link has great frame data. You know, this guy is not wanting for speed at all. Moves come out quick. They're multi-hit. They're accurate. They're not as disjoint as you would maybe like if you thought that you had a sword when you pulled up to the fight. But in general, Juice is still having a lot of things to be around and respect. But thus far, doing such a good job at playing aggressive.
Get in my belly.
Yeah, that is true munch. Almost the whole.
Ooh,
oh, look at the setup.
Hey, yo, he almost blew up the gas tank. Oh, he dead.
That's it. That's all she wrote. This man's chomping like the he's in Shingeki no Kyojin and just going crazy.
I don't know what language that was, but regardless, my man Juice is speaking the juice right now into existence, and Scisto's gonna have to come out real strong. As you can see, Juice falling to the wayside there, getting a little bit too saucy, a little too juicy. But now Scisto's starting to turn up. See, before it was hard for Scisto to try to put anything together. Now with Waft online, Juice is looking for precision at the moment to get this final stock, but puts him up in the sky, raises the roof, and gets round one. Scisto says run it back, and we find ourselves in a 1-0 for Juice.
Raise the roof and shake your booty, says Wario, to get #1 and done. These are winner's quarters. Megaphone Frankie rallying behind his Scisto brother.
No, he's not. He's against him. And the only reason he's against him is because their last names are, or his last name is like Scisto or something. So it's just so...
It's meta, man.
It's too meta.
And this is no meta Nick.
Yeah, exactly. Too meta for me. But regardless, we have Juice absolutely showing out in that first one. Let's see if Scisto can press his advantage a little bit here after hitting the first arrow. And no, the second he comes in, he just gets grabbed and literally swallowed up by Juice. Okay, the little uppy out of shield, gonna get things popping. As the bike comes out, is it gonna be utilized? I think Scisto can handle the bike as far as like blowing it up with some of these. Oh man, I mean, he's grasping at straws right now.
Has to watch out for those mind games though. That Juice is so proficient in with that bike. Of course, it's one thing if he's just waddling towards you, but when he throws that thing up at ledge, you have to be respectful. You know that it's because the man's is cooking, he's in the lab, and he got some of the best stuff on the market because everybody's buying it.
Yeah, cooking with efficiency here. Watching it grow as well is what I've loved about Juice, is watching his game grow over time. Get back in my belly. I got the bike. I'm going to throw it at you real quick. Give me a sec. Ooh, tries to go for another setup. And we were talking about the setups with this bike, but not enough can be said about how much work Juice puts in week after week. I mean, this is a setup and a half.
Still no stocks taken here in game 2. Scisto trying to get there in the 1-to-1, but nope, the back air too potent from Juice. going to start to get a little bit of a lead here, but it's brought low. Scisto going for an opportunity.
Yeah, he's lucky he had an extra bike there, brought him back to the top. Even had to ride it the wrong way. So riding dirty early here from Juice. Does get stopped out by, like you were saying earlier, the way that this man's boomerang comes back from the future.
Man, you said Juice was riding around dirty, but Scisto riding around with that Nina.
With that Nina.
Come right back and is able to get the kill.
But Juice smoking on Keisha.
That's 100% every time, and you see that waft is online. You gotta be careful. You gotta be respectful. We know that he understands the thresholds of percentage so well, and it seems like he honestly understands them even better against lightweight characters.
Yeah, and we've talked in the past about how you know, Juice will use this waft a little bit later than you'd like him to, just trying to prove that he doesn't need it until he needs it.
Oh, I love the option by Scisto. He's just so clean.
I pick up the bike and I throw it.
Layering.
I pick up the bike and I throw it. Oh, get in my mouth.
The layering of the active hitboxes on this young Link, you just have to admire it for a moment, because
you can see how much is being covered. Like Chris G would be loving this right now, because you can see every single nook and cranny covered by a projectile at the moment from Scisto.
Been a full shield of that. Juice definitely taking a mental note of that long shield holding by Scisto. If he sees him wanting to go for that again, we'll see him no doubt threaten that shield, threaten that pressure with approach, but for the time, double power shield from the Wario.
I got the power.
I'm in your head.
Get out of my head. Oh, what's the mix-up? I'm gonna pick you back up. I'm gonna pick you back up. Mom, can you pick me up from school?
He went to drill the bike to kind of stall it for a moment, hoping for a quicker get-up.
Oh, and he throws the triple on top of it as well. So, yeah, it definitely seems like Juice's box right now, but nonetheless, oh, this boomerang is doing numbers!
That's the double forward smash from the kid.
This boomerang is doing numbers for Scisto right now, and has definitely what made him get back into the lead here in this game.
Scisto out here moving like soccer from the Water Tribe.
Oh man, he's clapping up a storm right now. Round of applause for Juice as he tries to get this last stock. Does not want to use the waft here, right? Does not want to use the waft from 186. Wants to keep it for that big barrel in the chamber. I love what Scisto's doing when it comes to blowing up this bike. He does not want to be caught in another Juice mix-up with the bike.
Getting in the blender is Juice's specialty, so
nothing can come out right now. But every time you try to jab, you pick up the bike, you have to throw it, and Juice is already keen to it. He already knows how fast this thing comes out. He threw it 3 times versus Bomb there.
The bike lock, bike gate, conspiracy. But speaking of conspiracies, what a read on the platform from Scisto. Gonna be able to down air and clear Juice out of there for a 1-1 stat line. Scisto on a tear. That is a great win to pick up in order to get this to an even footing on the set. He's gonna need to get one more though.
Yeah, and really what you see in this young gun matchup is Scisto putting everything on the line in multiple scenarios, right? Like, he's in the mouth of Juice, the boomerang comes back, and he instantly turns up. You can see him there at the end. That is, you know, 0 on the board for Scisto is still scary against Juice, because he can put together a 60% combo and waft you off the rip. So he was very smart to put in that work towards the end of that game and finds himself 1-1. We have another, I mean, best of 3, obviously, but I would have really liked to watch this one go best of 5.
Well, if you're looking for a hungry box, he's currently in his battle winner, losers round 5 versus Evanger.
Okay, so a little Kazuya versus Jigglypuff action going on.
Foe versus Ven right now on the other side.
Wow, Foe and losers, I can't believe it.
Foe sent to losers from Asensio on the Mega Man.
Sheesh.
Who is now poised to take on the winner of this set.
It's a Young Guns day, man. These Young Guns coming out in stride, showing out for the Hungry Box stream. Ooh, kick it old school.
And it looks like Hungrybox actually has been able to beat Evanger. So top 8 performance from Hungrybox in the most stacked knockdown of 2022.
Sounds about right. from the king.
But back to the set at hand, which is an absolute banger of a set. So even between these two young Vegas prodigies.
Yeah, and Scisto lost that first one and it's just absolutely not let Juice in after that.
I mean, the kid is mad smart, you know? He's not, you know, the stereotypical, you know, kid that listens to, you know, the hip-hop and is silly and stuff like that.
Not the hip-hop.
He's a very cerebral kid that's, you know, always trying to figure out how to crack the next puzzle. So,
and
just like
you
that.
know what? Juice took him to Battlefield and he's regretting it right now. I think he took him to Battlefield to have a little bit more mix-ups on where the bike was going to be so that he could play around it, but obviously Scisto feeling very strong on this map. He's had the first streak.
Had the superior tech reads as well. Sorry to step on you there,
no,
but you know, at the end of the day, adding more platforms to the mix, it's kind of setting Scisto up for success.
He's got more areas to down. As they go to 0-0 here, Asti, it does seem a little even at the moment with, you always have to think the waft is looming. I do like how Scisto's playing. You know he wants this one to go his way. Nice grab.
If I'm not mistaken, Scisto soon headed to Reno, headed up north. So trying to possibly get his big knockdown win.
He asked me if we could cast it there. I said yes. I know that 9-hour drive with me and you was going to be a hoot.
You're paying for gas.
Yeah, I'm on the gas. I'm on the gas.
Well, Battlefield is heating up. It is dead even as Scisto takes the first significant strikes to break out from the middle of those percentages that they were sitting at.
I don't know why Juice picked this as his counter, but we're going to see here soon, I'm guessing.
A little bit of back air. Actually, boomerang to cover the fire arrow, and that was a scary ledge that was delayed grab.
Everything is scary right now because his stock is not seeming like his stock for much longer as he sends him up into the air with the neutral as well. I thought it was a fart, but instead, Scisto comes up unscathed, and that was like anime, man.
You know, when colors weave into a spiral of flames.
Literally. Literally is what we got going on here. The back air gonna hit, but he's not at high enough percentage. Tries to go for the snipe with the bike, but can't get it. Back airs aren't gonna hit Lazy Boy. Parries are very impressive though.
Yeah, Juice is leaning back with those back airs, but in time that he's having in the Lazy Boy, like Nick said, the damage is being racked up. Scisto making a substantial little lead for himself. He likes to follow this up with a nice aerial and does so with the up air.
Perfectly. Power shield comes out. It's really up to Juice. I mean, we've seen him do it in the past, and we've seen other Warriors do it in the past where they get the kill and then put together a nice little combo, but time is running out. Nice smack to get himself into a situation. Now he's looking for a 60-hit combo, and Scisto doesn't want any part of it. He's going to put and set up all the traps possible, as that boomerang has been a thorn in the side of Juice, who has just been trying to get 1 or 2 hits here in close.
Scisto's APM is so high. He's throwing out so many moves, moving left, right, dodging the opportunities that he does see come out from Juice, and both of them gonna Boston shell up right there in the neutral. You strike first so I can strike back, but no, nobody gonna do it. Just gonna be a complete aversion.
I mean, Scisto knows exactly what Juice is looking for, but it seems imminent what is to come.
Yo, that was about to be
it was next level.
Highlight reel. Yo, if he was cooking in that kitchen, man, I would have to go buy everything on the menu.
He needed about 30% more there, so something like that a little bit later into the round could definitely spell defeat, and this might be it! It is! Juice clutches it out on Scisto. Scisto knew exactly what he needed to do through that entirety, was just stay away from the waft, but Juice was hunting. Amazing game from the Young Guns, and you see the Young Guns with the respect as well. What an amazing game.
Playing that so frame perfect for so long, but he made one mistake in the witching hour, the crucial hour. And just like that, pays the price. Juice already had that one win from game 1. I know it seemed like a long time ago, but it's already up 1-0. Scisto brought it back and almost cleaned up that to get to winner's semis and face Asensio, but it's going to be Juice Wah versus Asensio. It's going to be MVD versus Frog, and then we'll see who gets the winner's finals from that. But man, what a top 8 we have crafted here.
Yeah, I need those highlights ASAP, man, because Those two are back and forth throughout this whole match, and like I said, two young guns that really want it. So let's take a look at the highlights here as we get this back throw off early. It did seem the first match, like I think if Scisto wins first match, he obviously wins the whole thing, but the way that Juice came off the rip just sent him for a spiral, a downward spiral that we no doubt got the best out of both of these players.
You know, chat wasn't wrong. That Wario was absolutely cooking game one, but we saw that way that Scisto was able to absorb that pressure and then still continue to get his own advantages. Just playing so perfectly with the fire arrows, was evading this waft sequence for so long. But finally, Juice finds it. He gets his nairs to connect, and bam, Battlefield was the pick.